What is going on, Movie Meals? Movie Meals. No, Kyle. He didn't watch Demon Slayer season 2. I'm not even sure he's even seen this show, but I'm here to review Demon Slayer season 2. I've already got a Mugen Train review up on the channel. Go check that out. I've already got a review of season 1 out. Go check all that stuff out. I love the show. Before we get into the review, thank you to the Movie Meal patrons, Kimberly and Karen. Thank you for your support. Go get some Movie Meals merch. It's all linked down in the description. But now let's get into it. Demon Slayer is a simple story. I get that. It gets a lot of flack for being a simple story. I mean, it's a story of this is all spoilers. It's a story of a boy who just wants to save his sister after losing his whole family. And he becomes a demon slayer through that process. And yes, this show has created this insanely beautiful animation and really heightened what is, I think a lot of people consider an average drawn manga. But there is something to be said in simplicity. And this is a simple story. You know, it's just a boy trying to save his sister. But the way the story is told, it's a story I've seen a million times, but it is told in a unique and different way. And I'm getting to see it through artists' eyes that they said, hey, let's take this manga and let's amp up the animation to an outstanding thing. The way he draws in his manga really show that this is a painting and we can make this a painting. And I love it. Season 2 was incredible. I loved the Entertainment District arc. I thought it was so good. I want to know the end of this story. This is one I'm holding out hope. You know, I'm waiting for the anime because I just don't want to read ahead on this one. I'm okay waiting because of that simple story. I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, I can guess what's going to happen. So I'm along for the ride for the animation. And I love the changes that have been made for the animation, how much it has grown and what they have done. I think Tanjiro really grew as a character. I think Inosuke and Zenitsu, I don't know why I'm butchering his name tonight. I really like their characters here, and maybe that's because Zenitsu or whatever is not doing as much and he's actually fighting, which I prefer. Inosuke is growing on me every season. But I loved it. The Mugen Train arc, this first half of the season that we got as a movie was, and all of these district arcs and all these arcs they're doing are really all just movies back to back to back. But I love that they really played off of it. We didn't get a lot of the development of these sun breathers, and I wish we would have gotten a little bit more of that. But overall, I thought the season was so great. Once we get into the Entertainment District, I love the villains. I love the dichotomy between the two. The brother and sister demon, and then we've got our brother and sister in Tanjiro and Nezuko, and I loved that, and I love that moment hits hard for Tanjiro thinking to himself, this could have been us. If I had been home, this could have been us. If I wasn't the person I am, this couldn't have been us. If I hadn't been raised in the way I was by the people I was, this could have been me. And I think that is always such a powerful narrative. And I think this is a unique way to show it. I loved the color scheme they did where there was a lot of role reversals in what Tanjiro was wearing to how our demon guy looked. And I just loved it. The animation in the penultimate episode, the second to last episode, was so good that my jaw was on the ground. I was sitting there thinking to myself that this is one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen. Like, this just episode by itself is up there with like Battle of the Bastards for me, of how good of a single episode of television it truly is. Just an understanding of where we're at. I mean, I was watching with my girlfriend who does not watch the show, or I was just out in the living room and she was on her phone doing nothing. And then all of a sudden I noticed she put her phone down, she's watching and she's into it. When it ends, she's like, what's going on here? And I'm immediately, Demon Slayer now is a show we have to watch because that's how good the animation is. And it should get criticism, or not criticism. It should get praise for that. This should not be something we criticize. We shouldn't say this show stinks only because the animation, it's the only thing you guys like. We get it's a simple story. There is greatness and simplicity, and I love this story. I love the animation. I think it is a perfect cocktail of what we want, and I just loved it. The ending fights were so good, and they kept us on our toes. And this show, after Mugen Train said, hey, here's a cool character. We're going to kill him. And we can sit there and go plot armor. It's one of the biggest thing anime fans love is their plot armor and how we hold on to it and how we hate how some characters get plot armor, some don't, blah, blah, blah. I think it works great here. I think it works excellent. And I think that because we lose Rengoku, and I truly feel, and maybe it's because of the animation and maybe it's because of the storytelling or what they set up, but I truly sit there and think to myself during these fights, is he going to make it out of here? And that is what the animators and the storytellers are going for. They're not going for wanting to trick you like, a Game of Thrones that I mentioned earlier did, where they were like, no, we're going to kill off anybody anytime. And they got praised for that. There's always going to be some form of plot armor in shows, but what makes it unique is when I sit back and go, they might actually do it. And then a breath of relief when they don't, and the plot armor sticks and it stays. I truly thought Tanjiro might die. I truly thought all of them might die. They didn't. Lucked out. Great. I get cool new characters moving forward. They left on a cliffhanger that I can't wait for. Makes me want to sit there and just desperately read, but I'm not gonna. I'm holding off. But I just enjoy the heck out of this show. I really, really do. And I just can't wait to see what they do next. Guys, I do want to know your thoughts, though. Comment below. Let us know. This is kind of a quick spoiler review, but please, please, please comment below. Let me know, because I would love to start a dialogue and a conversation. Thank you to the Moon Meal patrons. Go get some merch. It's all linked down in the description. And as always, thank you for watching, Mom, and we will see you next time, guys.